Okay, this video shows the approval process. Now I'm logging in as an administrator. The current only difference in the administrator, I mean, if you don't see the additional screens, don't worry, you'll still be able to do it. The administrator has got full access to everything. Those people that will have administrator accounts, please only use the stuff that you've seen in a video, because the other screens are under development, so I can't really warrant what you might do if you start clicking buttons on it. Anyway, anything you see in this video you can do, and I'll sort of say what's missing in for the level below this. So we're going to log in below here. What we've got here is an admin dashboard. This is all fake data at the moment, and if you don't see it, just don't worry about it. There's not really anything important here. The main point is this stuff here, which everyone sees, but I'll show you what the difference between that and just the content creators is at the moment. The other thing is you won't be able to administer users' schools, and you can't actually see the lessons tab in there as well. The reason being is the lessons tab's a massive dump of all the lessons, and it's really only there for sort of like system administrators like me to be able to find stuff and debug and this, that and the other. So the main thing we've got here is unapproved lessons. Now, lessons approved, so you want to double check that the lesson's okay and the content in it is okay. Now, we've got lessons created in the last 7 days. If we click on that, we'll get the unapproved lessons, or you can just scroll down to get to it. And you'll see everything's unapproved at the moment because I've only just released this bit of functionality, so nothing could be approved into it. So you'll see this is everything's unapproved. So as you approve the lessons, this should be removed out of the list. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to create a new lesson into here. I'll create a lesson. I'll just call it test. Notes, select any old file, drain race return. Now we'll call that the lesson. What you'll notice here is that you have this content approved checkbox here. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm just going to create the lesson, and we'll go into it here. Don't worry about this is going to be removed. I'm just working on something at the moment for this. Let's go. So details in here, not approved, and if we edit it, we're going to have a look into it. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to approve the lesson. Okay, this is not all looks good, but let's say it was all fine. All looks, well, you wouldn't put anything, but it looks good and you just want to approve it. Just click content approved, and you'll see that's approved there. You'll also see, let's see if we can get a date created on that. Yeah, you'll see that's approved because it's done in the last 7 days, but it is not in here anymore. If we go into that lesson, so approved by, that's me, on 16th of the 11th at 17:32. Okay, so if we go into there, if any content creators, so anyone that doesn't have the ability to approve this lesson, makes any change to that lesson, is going to be unapproved. Because anyone could make any change, anything you need to do that, and then it will start to appear in the list. Now, obviously, we've got masses of stuff to go through at the moment, but when everything's under control, there should be very little stuff in this. You know, it should be checked periodically, just to double check. So you maybe have a few here and there, and obviously a lot more when we're going through those things. But if we're going to come back to here, I'm going to edit the lesson. Okay, so now let's say you were going through it and we don't want to approve it. There's a problem with it. I'm going to go a second. Lesson is junk. Files make no sense. Order is incorrect. And whatever issues you've got on it, so we put under that, we're going to take it out. Click save. You'll see the test one is now unapproved. If we go into the dashboard, you'll now see, if we get the date modified. Oh, yes, that's date modified. That's not that one. It's on my test lesson. Ah, sorry, it's in here, isn't it? 16th. So, sorry, I'd spelt the word test wrong. It was even more worsely put in than I thought. So we can filter that down there. We can see on the date modified. You might have a bit of a problem searching on dates at the moment, but that's fine. We can see in here it's not approved now, so this would appear in the list. We click through to see it. Okay, not approved. Edit lesson, the person can figure out what it is they need to do. They can then suggest it and fix it and stuff like that and get it sorted out. For now, I'm just going to delete this lesson. So just to recap on there, ignore this for the moment, it's just dummy data because that's still to be wired in. You need to go to unapproved lessons, and then someone's just going to need to work their way through them. So you need to click on it, edit lesson, have a look, check it's okay. If you're happy with it, content, approve it. It will then be removed from this list here. And as I say, I've added the searching and stuff into it, so that should be okay.